Welcome, everyone. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Bill, welcome. Hey, Daniel,
Hey, David.
welcome. How are you guys doing?
Welcome.
Very
Good, good.
good. Welcome,
Let me check out the
welcome.
camera.
We'll get started shortly, guys. We'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys are had a good week. Hope you guys had a good week. Hey, Joe, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Dude.
Welcome, guys. We'll get started shortly. All right, guys, we'll get started shortly. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. All right, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. As you guys know, on Thursdays, we go over stocks, options, and ETFs. We'll also take a look at the indexes, see how the Dow, the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell is doing, and some of the sectors. As you know, you guys can, we'll take a look at any particular stocks you guys want to look at. So any symbols at all, we can look it up and see how things are going to kind of help you guys get through the week here. I think the market, I'm not sure. I think it's open half day tomorrow. I'm not sure. But things are looking good with the equity markets. Go ahead and take, you guys should see my shared screen. So for the new traders that are here this evening, if you guys don't have that chart that you see there on the screen, it's the 4 market phases that every trader must know. The 4 market phases that every trader must know. This is what we use as reference when we look for opportunities to trade. All right, so the 4 market phases that every trader must know. It's going to start with accumulation at the bottom there. That's the first one, number 1. The markup phase, number 2. Accumulation, distribution, and markdown. All right, and then within the markup phase, we've got reaccumulation, and then within the markdown phase, we've got redistribution. Okay, so I would recommend take a picture of that, print it, and have it laminated. All right, so you have it for your reference. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna go right into it. So here is our trading screen here. And the first thing we want to always take a look at is the VIX, the VIX, which is the volatility index for the equity markets. And as you guys know, right, as the VIX comes down, so when the VIX comes down, that's good for stocks. And we would like to see the VIX under 20, right? So a number under 20 is bullish for stocks. Over 20, like in here, these spikes in here, that's not good for stocks. All right, so we would like to see that VIX under 20, and right now it's at 17 and change, so that's good for stocks. All right, we would like to see it come down even further. If we can get it down in like the 13, 14, 15, kind of like in here, that's very, very bullish for stocks. So at least it's down, it's not up here. All right, at least it's down below 20, it's 17 and change here. All right, so very, very good for stocks. All right, so let's take a look at the indexes. So the Dow, guys, we've got a buy signal here on the Dow, right? So that came in yesterday. All right, so broke resistance. This yellow line is resistance. Remember, we always want to buy at resistance, sell at support. So here is resistance here. And so right now it's right at that resistance. Okay, all green candles. So it looks good for the Dow. Got a buy signal on the Dow. And it's really nice when we get most of the indexes with buy signal. Here's the S&P. S&P also has a buy signal. That's good. And as you guys know, I would say 80 to 90% of stocks will follow the major indexes. So when the major indexes give a buy signal, guess what? They're moving higher. Most stocks will follow and move higher also. So it's important that we track the major indexes. Okay, so buy signal here on the S&P, green candles moving higher. The NASDAQ, we don't have a buy signal yet on the NASDAQ, okay, but it's green candles and it's moving higher. All right, the Russell, no green candles yet, but boy, it came from a support all the way down here, and it's definitely looking in better shape. All right, needs to get above this resistance here though, but at least we've got 2 index out of the 4 that's moving higher. As far as the sectors, we've got more sectors, guys. Look here, we've got more sectors that are moving to the upside. All right, we have more sectors that are moving to the upside. Let's take a look at healthcare. Healthcare right now is at 31, and look at that. So that's the top moving sector right here, healthcare. Here was the buy signal here on this break of this resistance here, and it's all the way up here. Okay, all the way up here. So healthcare, definitely a sector that we need to be watching. And not only watching, but we need to be in that sector. Okay, so it's at 31. That is good. So that's the top sector right now that's trending to the upside. Another sector that's moving to the upside is technology. Okay, that's at 24. So technology stocks. All right, so we should be watching those, trading those, be in those. All right. The next sector is consumer staples. All right, so buy signal was right here, guys. Look at this. It's in the markup phase right here. It's entering that reaccumulation phase on this break of this resistance right here. So that looks really good. All right, so we should be writing down these sectors. Okay, so healthcare is number 1. All right, so healthcare is number 2, technology is number 2, consumer staples number 3. Okay, so those are the sectors you should be in. So you need to find stocks within those sectors. All right. All right. Let's see here. The next one, let's see here. Real estate. Okay, so real estate is another good one. So I would say that's number 4. So all your home builders. All right. All right. Let's see here. And I think utilities, let's take a look at utilities. Utilities is another good one. I'm surprised of utilities, but that's a good one. Nice buy signal here on this break of resistance, and had pretty strong resistance here. You guys take a look here. Pretty strong resistance. All right. So we had resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. Got a buy signal on the break of this resistance here, and price is all the way up here. It's in the markup phase, and it's getting ready to reaccumulate on this resistance right here. Eric, 1 second. I'll get with you in a second here. So very strong move to the upside. Okay. So I'm surprised by utilities. Okay. Usually utilities is a safe haven. All right. But that's good to see. So look for stocks in those areas. All right. Let's see here. Stock Boss, let's take a look at Stock Boss. All right. We're starting to see more stocks in Stock Boss. All right. So more stocks in Stock Boss coming through. Okay. With Heat Seeker. All right. But the big opportunity is in Bull Master. So Heat Seeker for Bull Master are really providing a lot of opportunities for us. It's good to see technology again. So all these technology stocks here, guys, are really moving. All right. Few in healthcare. Here's healthcare right here. All right. So, but tech, they're really getting into tech. All right. So, very nice opportunities starting to get back into stocks. Okay. Eric, did you have a question for me?
Sorry about that. I'll wait till you get through the rest of your points you wanted to hit.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Did you have a question?
Did you when you were going through the sectors, what were your feelings about the XLI or the industrial sector? Because I see a stock in there I really, really like. I just wanted to know what you thought about the sector.
Okay, so XLI. All right, let's take a look at it here. All right, it's been in a tight consolidation. Kind of look a lot like the Russell. If we look at this and we look at the Russell, looks very, very similar. All right, let's analyze it for you then. All right. Okay, so here is our resistance, guys. We've got strong resistance right in this area here. All right, and let's see our support. Support is going to be right here. All right, so if you guys notice, price hit this top resistance here, pull back, hit it here again, pull back, hit it here, pull back, hit it here, pull back, hit it here, pull back a bit, got through resistance, and then came all the way back down. Same thing here, same thing here. All right, same for support. Came all the way down to support. Buyers got back in, same here, same here, same here, same here, and same here. All right, so this is a lot of, this goes back 9 months, right? 9 months or so. So this is very strong consolidation here. The good news is that it's getting above this resistance right here. And then the overall market is good. All right, the overall market is good. All right. VIX is down, so that should help. All right, but I would be concerned, all right, because this is very, very strong resistance. Okay, I would like to see it get through resistance and then clearly in the markup phase. Okay. So I would like to see it get at least kind of like past this area here. I think if you can get, I think if you can get past this area here, and
that's off the races.
Yeah, I think that price right here is 107.65. So I would have that. I would say, oh yeah, we're 107.65, or you can call it 108. So I would watch that. I would watch that that level, that price level there. If you can get past that, I think you're good. Okay.
One more, sir. This is in the industrial sector. It's called DOV. That's the stock. That's the ticker symbol. I think you're gonna think this one's a beauty, but I just wanted to I wanted to see what you thought about the sector before I reveal the actual security.
Okay, so it's DOV. Okay.
Yes. Watch. Look. This thing is beautiful.
All right, DOV. Oh,
Told you.
yeah. Okay. Where did you find this stock? How did-
I was just in my bored time, I was just kind of searching, just looking around. I was in between meetings at work, and I was flipping around because I was bored, and I saw it, and it just caught my eye. So I was waiting for this meeting to talk to you about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got your message also. Let's see here. Let's do this. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, it's got a buy signal, so that's good. It's broken resistance. And that's a pretty good, wow, that's a nice stock here. All right, what's the price? All right. Okay, so you've got a nice upward trend, right? Nice upward trend. It's cleared this resistance in here. Okay, in a nice way, you've got a nice big candle here. So you got this nice big candle. That means serious buyers are in this. Okay. All right. So kind of like here, every time we get a nice big candle, and if we can get a nice big candle on a buy like here, that's really good. Okay. So it's clearly broke resistance and it's in the markup phase. It's a buy. It's a buy. I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't wait for the sector. Yeah, I wouldn't wait. I would just trade the stock. And it's within the industrial sector.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I would, yeah. That's a clear buy there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If the sector breaks out, what was the symbol for the sector again?
XLI.
What was it?
XLI. Sorry about that.
XLI. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's do a side by side here. And good job. That's what we want to do, guys. We want to know what the indexes are doing. So he's got the indexes in his favor. And we want to know what the sector is doing. He's got the sector lining up perfectly. We still needed to break out, but that's fine. And then we look at the stock. That's exactly what we want to be doing. So good job. All right. XLI. When you take trades like this, right? You take trades like this. If it doesn't work out, let's say it comes back, hits support, and it forces you out, that's okay. That is absolutely okay. You've done your job. You've done your job. All right, so look at these guys. Good job. Good job, man. So here is this sector right here. Here is this sector, right? Look at this. It's breaking. It's trying to break this resistance. So it's not at support. It's not in the markdown phase. Okay. This is distribution. The whole area here is distribution. However, if we get a buy, if this breaks out and we get a buy signal, I kind of say it's like no man's land, right? Kind of no man's land. But guess what? We got green candles here. We got buying coming in here. So it's looking to get through this resistance. It breaks this resistance here. We get a blue candle. We get buying coming in. Now we're in reaccumulation. Okay, so it's continuing the upward trend. All right, so it's not playing with this support down here. I rather see it kind of do this, right? Looking to test and break that resistance. And boy, his stock is already taken off. So it's already this right here. Look at this area. Let's do this. And that's why tracking the indexes, tracking the sectors, and then the stock is really, really good, because it's going to give you really good confirmation. All right. And those are the types of trades we want to take. Those are good trades. Doesn't matter what the outcome is. We want everything on our side. Okay, so if you guys look here, this right here looks a lot like this. This is the stock, right? And then this is the sector. Very similar. Look at this, very similar price action. Okay, look at this high here. Look at this high here. Look at this low here. Look at this low here. Look at this high here. Look at this high here. Look at this low here. Look at this low here. All right. And guess what? Look at this high here. Pushing right now to the upside, pushing right up to the upside. So if you get a buy signal, if the sector pushes up, gives you a buy signal, this stock is going to fly up. It might do something like this. Are you trading the stock or options?
I'm sorry, I was checking if I was on mute. I'm going to do an option on this one.
Yeah, you could do options on this. Kim, this is a nice one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I just looked it up, and what they actually do, Dover Corporation, they're in like almost everything. The segments is engineered products, fueling solutions, imaging identification, pumps and process solutions, refrigerated and food equipment. Don't you know those little arms on the garbage trucks that pick up your garbage can and put it in? They make that, man.
Dang. Wow.
Yeah, so they're in all kind of segments. So this is a big time industrial company. And
very good.
Yeah, they make also too, even the bottles for medicine. They make that. You know where you actually stick the needle in. They make those bottles. They make. Don't you know? Have you guys? You know what power washes are with those hoses? Yeah, they make the hose. They make the hose and the connectivity to power wash hoses, all kind of hoses and all kind of equipment, laser equipment and everything else.
Look at the uptrend, guys. So look at here. Look at what's happening here. All right. So it's a nice upward trend. Price. This is a triangle here. All right. A wedge, triangle, wedge. And guess what happened? Price got squeezed. Anytime you get price getting squeezed, you're gonna get a move to either to the upside or the downside. If it's in an upward trend, the bias will be to the upside. Okay, if it's a downward trend from heading down like this, when it does this, the bias would be to the downside. So great, and you can see the same thing here. So if we draw a trend line here, trend line here, basically the same thing. All right, basically the same thing. So good job. Good job. Way to put the sector and the stock together. That's what we want to do. Good job. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
Good job. Yeah. Anyone else? Any other stocks you guys want to see? Anything else you want to see?
No, I have a question on that stock though.
Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
So this stock over here is a minimum, I guess, of 180.67. So would you? It is a good stock too, because we see the the upwards trend. But if you wanted to make money with this stock, it would be for long term, right? It wouldn't be like, I mean, unless you have like 15 grand and you're gonna throw down 15 to make a big difference, and then leave the 15 grand there for like a week so you can make, am I getting to the right thing? Like how would you, is this for like a daily come up, or is this like you leave it there for like about 6-7 months?
Okay, so this is a daily time frame. All right, so we could trade the stock, or we could trade the option. Okay, if you have the option, you have a time element. Okay, but to your question though, when do we get out? So let's say he's in this trade right now. When would he get out?
I mean, as soon as it turns the opposite, as soon as it starts going down, I guess.
And does what? And does what?
As soon as it breaks support. Sorry.
There
As
you
soon as
go.
it breaks support.
There you go. There you go. There you go. As soon as it breaks support.
So let me ask you a question, Dave. So how would you trade this? Basically, is what I want. Like, let's say, how would you trade it to make some income, I guess, off of it? How would you trade it?
You could trade the options.
Which is option is less risky, right?
Yes. Cam, go over options with him. So how would you trade this, Cam, with options?
For a breakout like that, you can do a couple things.
Without lips, without doing lips.
Without what?
Without doing lips.
You can just buy a regular call option. Like in this, you can buy a 110 call that expires the third Friday. And one thing I will be careful about is when you're buying options in this company in January, you have to stop and look and see when the earnings report is going to be, because that'll have a big impact on the stock. And my guess is the way it's heading up now, the forecast for earnings is probably pretty good. Here, let me.
When is earnings?
I'm gonna look now. Just take me 1 second. Maybe 2 seconds. I don't know why this is not going to the website. It's really slow. Wow. Here, hang on. Okay, let me log in. Okay, let me find the date for the report. Yeah, this is a huge company. They do all kind of stuff. They are in so many different areas and so many different segments. Okay, I need to go to news research, go to stocks, and I'll tell you guys what the estimates are too. DOV. Okay, and I go to earnings. No, I can't see that far away. Earnings. Here we go. Okay, guys, they are going to report earnings on. They're going to report earnings on 126. And the estimate is for 167 with the low estimate of 163, and the last one of high estimate is 179. And when you compare that quarter to quarter, year over year, that's going to be compared to $1.55 for last year. So $1.55 last year and $1.67 to as high as $1.79. And one thing I will admit is when you look at the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 earnings, reports they beat every last single time. And they beat by more than they beat by, you know, not a little, but a fair amount. Like for instance, the last report, the estimate was for 185. The high estimate was for 193, and they came in at 198. They beat by 13 cents. So this is a company that has a habit of beating on both the top and the bottom line.
Okay. Also, what I've noticed here that the run-ups, guys, last about 2 months, 2.5 months. Okay. So from the buy signal, there's no guarantee, right? There's no guarantee, but about a couple of months. So, you know, you can, when you do your options, just keep that in mind. All right. I wouldn't do an option that expire next week, you know.
No way.
So just keep that in mind. It runs up for about a couple of months or so. Now, if that fails, we have to, and it breaks support, we got to get out. But just that's a kind of a good thing to know that it runs up for about 2 months.
Mr. Davis, sir, I have another stock.
Okay.
If I want everybody else to have a chance, I don't want to burden down the chat, but you know, if there's another opportunity, I would like to run another one by you from the healthcare sector.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. And I apologize to anybody who wanted to go ahead, but PKI from the healthcare sector.
Okay, TKI, and we know.
Sorry, my bad. P as in Paul.
PKI.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we know the healthcare is strong. So PKI.
Yeah.
Oh, you've been doing some homework. All right.
Meetings were a little slow this week.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Guys, this is good examples of what we want to be doing. All right. So 1 second here. So all right. All right, look at this. So here's the healthcare sector, guys. And here's your stock. Look at this. I want you guys to see that. Here is the sector. And here's his stock. Eric, nice, just beautiful. Just really nice. Look at this. This move here is in the sector. This move here, same move in the sector. This pullback, same pullback here. This move up, same move up. All right, buy signal here on the stock, right at this resistance here. Pull back a bit, held, never broke support, and now all green candles in the markup phase. Same thing here. Broke resistance here, blue candle, buy signal. Didn't get a pullback here, but guess what? On the sector, very nice move to the upside. Okay, so this sector here is going to pull his stock. Okay, that's confirmation. That's awesome trading. That's great trading. All right. And guess what? We've got the Dow buy signal, the S&P buy signal. I mean, what more can we ask for, right? We've done our job. All right. So Eric, you did your job. Good job, man.
And,
it
thank
feels,
you, sir.
listen, it feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel good?
Yeah.
It feels
good.
Yeah, man. It feels good. It feels damn good. It feels damn good. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, rather than, you know, you in the markup phase, right? You've got the market on your side. You've got the sector, you've got a strong sector. You know, that sector is ranked, healthcare is the #1 sector right now that they're buying. Right
Dang.
now, healthcare
Wow.
is the #1 sector that they're buying. And guess what? You're in it. So,
Nice.
so good job, man. And you did it on your own. So guess what? You can do it again and again and again and again. All right. So and this is an early break. This is an early break. It's early in the markup phase. I mean, you could get a run like this. I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because healthcare has been, since you told us last week, I've been kind of looking at healthcare a little tighter, and it's just been on a tear. So I wanted to see if I can possibly spot something and run it by you.
That's good job, man. Good job.
Would that be an options trading, or that would be a stock as well?
So
I mean,
you could trade,
option.
yeah, you could trade the stock, the underlying stock, or trade the option. You know, yeah, you can do both. You know, finding a vehicle to trade is easy. That's the easy part. Trading the option, trading the underlying stock is what's the work is what he did, right? Looking at the sector, right? So he said, hey, you know, notice we talked about healthcare. So he looked for stocks within that the healthcare sector, and that's what we want to do. When we, you know, I mean, he could have been here, guys. Look here. Let's say, what if he had picked a sector, you know, just randomly picking the stock? What if he just randomly picked the stock, right? And the stock is in a sector like this, okay, or a sector, you know, kind of like this. I'm trying to find a bad one. All these sectors are pulling. All right, but he could have picked a sector that's in the markdown phase, you know, and that's not going to help the stock at all. So, so you know, we want to get the sector right. We want to make sure that the index is up too. So the Dow, we got a buy signal on the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ is moving higher. So it's going to help his stock, meaning that he could put, if he wanted to put some real capital to work. All right, if you wanted to put some real capital to work, that's when you can start. I mean, we would like to see the indexes kind of move up a little bit. I mean, they're still holding that resistance, okay, but it's starting to, it's the market looks healthier. So if he wanted to start to put, you know, some good capital to work, he can do that because he's got market on his side, sector is on his side, and guess what? The stock is on his side also.
His probabilities are better.
Bingo. No guarantees. There's no guarantees.
No guarantees.
Anything
Never.
can happen, right? This is the market. Anything can happen. But guess what? He's done the work, and now guess what? Every single thing is on his side. Yeah, and that's what we want.
Nice.
We want confirmation after confirmation after confirmation on not what we think, what the market is doing, what the price,
what the market is communicating with you.
Exactly, and what the price action is telling us. Okay, so he's got, you know, he's got the stock is in the markup phase, his sector is in the markup phase. Guess what? The indexes are getting in the markup phase. Yeah. Minimize your risk, maximize your profit potential. Very good, very good, very good, very good. I'm going to keep an eye on your stocks here. All right, so
absolutely.
Good job. All right, anyone else? Any other stocks you guys want to take a look at? Anything you want to look at? And then we can look at you guys have anything else? Because I want to take a look at something here. I want to take a look at, let's see here. Bitcoin, just quickly, Bitcoin. I hope you
I was
guys,
just gonna say that.
I hope you guys are watching this. Okay, so we're getting ready here to perhaps break this support. That's redistribution here. It's really testing the lows here. All right. So remember, we got out. All right, we got out on that 240 on that sell signal here. Right, so price broke support right here, Daniel. This is when we get out. So price broke support, which was right here. So we're out. We're out. We got a buy signal here. It failed. It failed. Broke support. We got out. Okay, so we'll let it go and see. The next support on the 240 is right here. But on the daily, it doesn't look good at all. On the daily, it certainly does not look good. This is clearly in the markdown phase. All right. And if it gets below this support here, that's the redistribution phase. So then we could go all the way back down. All right. We can go to 40,000. All right. And then we'll see what happens at 40,000. If it holds, okay, or if it's going to take another leg down to 30,000. Okay. But not looking good right now. Not looking good right now.
I
Go
do
ahead.
have a small confession.
Okay.
So if I would have knew a little bit of what I'm learning now, I would have never dumped so much money on Bitcoin. But I did, and I left it there. So now, in other words, my money is trapped in there until Bitcoin goes up. Because I should have, I wasn't too knowledgeable until recently. I started learning, and I said, wait, I can't just keep on, dumping my money in random places and hoping for the best because they just look good for a quite while. Anyhow, so and then I invested some money on Bitcoin, and then as soon as I invested money, it went up. This was around September when it went to like 68,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I was up on Bitcoin probably about like an extra 10,000. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna pull nothing out. I'm gonna just keep on leaving it there. And I have no idea why. I just let it ride, and then it went back down. So now I can't take my money out because then I'll lose my money. Because now, in other words, I'm in the negative until I go back up again into like 53 or so.
Yeah, but at least now you know, right? So at least now you know that, hey, it's in the markdown phase. At least you know what phase it's in. All right. So I mean, it's one thing to lose money, okay, but it's another to know why you're losing, right? So it's part of trading. It's part of it, but the education. So next time you will know. All right, you will know, and then you can manage your way out of it too. Okay, so once you learn what we're doing here, it will help you rather than getting emotional about the trade and just getting out. That's no good also, right? You can manage your way out of it. You can manage your way out of it. Okay, and there's some tips and tricks on how to kind of manage your way out of trades. All right, Eric.
Oh, sorry about that. I just wanted to ask you one more question about the consumer staples whenever you have a chance. I don't want to
Okay,
force you into that. I know we're talking about Bitcoin.
That's fine. Consumer staples. All right. All right. So what about it?
You said that I think you stated that was the third strongest sector after technology. You said healthcare, technology, staples.
Yes.
So I was looking at staples and I saw two different companies that caught my eye. One was Colgate Palmolive, which is CL, and the other one was Constellation Brands Incorporated. It's like beverages and wines and stuff like that. It's a STZ. Those were the only two, but they have similar presentations. I think they're going to come back and test the breakout, and if they hold up, I think they're off to the races as well. So CL and STZ.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look here.
I apologize also to anybody who had a question. My bad.
Oh, no. That's why we're here, guys. Okay, so here is consumer staples. That's the sector right there. And then CL. Oh, look at that. Are you in this? Or are you watching it?
I'm watching it, and I saw it Monday, and I was like, ooh, let me give it another day to see what it does. Then
Okay.
Tuesday, I was like, ooh, let me give it another day. But I never
Okay.
jumped in. I was kind of hesitant. I was waiting for this meeting.
Okay, so you guys see here, same thing here. Here is consumer staples, right? Buy signal here, it's moving higher. And guess what? Colgate is part of that sector. Buy signal here at 79. And look here, it's moving higher. And then STZ, same thing here. Look at this, buy signal here, guys. It's all the way up here. All right.
Oh, I'm kind of late to the party then.
Yeah, you're late on these. Yeah, you're late on
Okay.
these. Yeah, you've got to let this go. All right, but good job. I mean, good job, right? You're finding the sector and you're finding the stocks within the sector. That's what we want to do. All right, that's what we want to do. Good job. Good job. Anything else you guys want to take a look at? Anything else? Because I want to take a look at pound yen here. Hey, Kim. You still in pound yen?
Yes, still in. I was looking at it today. I'm in pound yen, US dollar, Japanese yen. I'm in Aussie CAD, and you're gonna be surprised, but I dipped my toe back into dollar Turkish lira. I couldn't resist, man.
You know, I saw that move and I'm like,
Yeah.
I know, I hope Camden, holy crap, you're a brave
Yeah,
man.
I'm watching it close. If it dips all, I'm just taking a little, I think I'm up like
No,
400 bucks. I'm gonna take that little couple $100 and run. Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
watching it really,
listen,
really close.
listen, it's got a buy signal here, right? So it's got a buy signal.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, it might go all the way back up.
I think it's gonna go all the way back up to the top, is what I really think.
Like,
I think that announcement by Erdogan, I
mhm.
think what's gonna happen, I think later on, they're gonna take it as a grain of salt, and I think it's gonna go right back up to the top.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good, right? It looks good. Let's see here. You've got some strong resistance right here. So you've got some strong resistance right there, right at 14. So it gets above this, you should be good. You might be good. It moves. We know that.
Yeah, this does move. No doubt about that.
Yeah, I saw the move and I thought about you. Let's see here. Dollar yen.
I'm still in that one.
Still in dollar yen.
That one's working well for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still in pound yen too.
Pound yen.
Yep.
You're liking these trades, huh?
Yeah, they're working out really well. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
job. I mean, pound yen, man, we could see that. Let's see here. We had put a daily chart because I know you were looking at the daily. Look at the
Yep,
daily,
there you go.
man. Look
I
at
think
that
it's gonna go
daily.
right back up to the top, right to test that high again.
Uh-huh. Yeah, if it gets past, I think if it gets just past here, and that can happen in a day or two, right here.
Now keep in mind though, if you look at if you go back like 10 years or something like this, this has got a long way to go.
Let's see here.
Yeah,
Oof.
see, it's got a long way to go.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
yeah.
I didn't even see that.
So,
You
so what it's doing, so what it's doing now is like, this is just, I don't know.
holy
Like,
crap.
yeah, this is just trying to, at least it's not even in an uptrend when you look at it on a monthly.
I think we might keep that monthly chart.
Yeah.
Keep that up. Look here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. This is the monthly time frame now. Look here. This resistance here was back end of 2017. This resistance here, and we are right back testing that resistance. This could have a big move to the upside. And what that's telling me though, is that the equity markets might make a big move to the upside. Okay, because they kind of go together. This here is the next resistance here. So if it from here to here, how many pips is that? What's that? 800 pips or so.
Mhm.
From here to here. That's not a bad move. I mean, that's really far up here. That's really far, but certainly it could get here. Certainly
Yeah.
it could get to
That's-
this.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. Yeah, I hadn't looked at the monthly.
Yeah, I took a peek at it. Like, well, how far can this thing do if it gets up? But when you put it back on a 4-hour chart, I'm like, how far can this thing really go?
It can really go.
Yeah.
It can really, wow. So this is nothing here. It could really go. So we'll get some pullbacks, obviously, we'll get some, yeah, but it could definitely. So yeah, don't close this trade, man. If you guys are in it, don't close it. Let it do its thing. Keep adding every time it breaks resistance in that reaccumulation phase. Don't forget that.
So David, could you remind me why we don't want to add when we scale up on this? Why we want to stay consistent with our position and not like knowing what we know or what it looks like, why we wouldn't want to jump in a little stronger?
Okay, so why do you think?
Well, I think I want to do a lot more now. I mean, after looking at the monthly, I mean, I don't know. So I scaled up twice on this. And if I was going to scale up again, wouldn't it make sense that I would add a little bit more than I've been putting in?
Yeah, this is your first week though, Bill.
Well, I'm following you though. I feel I'm staying pretty close to shore on this.
Okay, no, you got to stick with, no, I mean, yeah, you just started, right? So you got to take it slow. All right. And we just don't know. Listen, I mean, this looks good here, right? And remember, what did we go over last night? What did we go over last night?
Staying in the zone.
Staying in the zone. Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Okay. All right.
I know.
I'll stay in the zone.
Stay in the zone. Yeah. There'll be time to take on, larger positions when you early, you're new to this. All right. Yeah. It's just so the goal is trade small, fix amount, learn, get strong at this. It's like working out, you first work out, you go in and to the gym, you don't just, put on 245s and start lifting, right? You might have to use the bar. Okay, just the bar. and 5 pounds, right? Before you get going. So that's where you are. So
Yeah, that's a good analogy. That's true.
and this is just one trade, guys. This is not, we're not looking for the trade of a lifetime. You know, I mean, I know we talk about that, but this is just one trade. I mean, Kim caught this trade and closed it out just last week, right? Just last week, he caught it from all the way here to all the way up here. All right. That was last week. Now we've got more trades, right? So now we've got the pound yen. So, you know, we will always have opportunities. And once you guys get this process and Bill, you in this now, right? You're on the right side of the trade. At
Right.
least you're making some money, right?
That's
Right?
true.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. So you take that capital, but guess what? Most importantly, you're learning and you implementing, okay, and you growing. All right. You've got a ton of time. You've got a lot of time, and you do it the right way. Guess what? Those trades will come. We'll get these trades. These pairs rotate, especially in Forex, guys. We'll have tons and tons of opportunity. All we have to do is be on the right side. They're always moving and they're always rotating from one group to the next. Our job is to be in the group, like I always say, right? The top trending pairs. As long as we in the top trending pairs, all right, we'll do okay. Okay, so there's no rush. There's no rush. The worst thing we can do is put on, right? You're doing fine right here, and then you put on a big position, you know, because we think it's going to go to the moon. And guess what? It doesn't go to the moon, right? And then that big trade, that big loss, okay, because we put on a bigger trade, kind of messes up our nice profit we had going here. All right, so consistency, okay, but good job. You're thinking right, Bill, but later. Okay, Eric, you wanted to take a look at Walmart?
Yes, sir. You told me I was late to the party on those others from the staples. So Walmart is my last hope.
Okay, let's see here. I think we traded Walmart in Sniper. Let's see here. Okay, so let's analyze Walmart on the daily here. Do we have anything here in Walmart?
It's kind of like in a consolidation.
Yep.
So I'm thinking if it breaks to the a couple of dollars to the upside, it'll give a buy signal.
Yeah, it's got a long way to go. So after a while, guys, you'll be able to just look at charts and just say, oh no, not yet, not now, right? So after you do this for a while, you'll know what to look at. So here is resistance, support. It's in the middle. Look here. It's in the middle of the consolidation. So price is right here. There's absolutely nothing to do. Okay, it's got to get up in this area in here before we can even look to trade it. It's got a long way to go. I mean, we could get a buy signal in here, but it's a long way to go. Even if we get a buy signal, let's say we broke through this resistance. Here is some resistance right here. All right, here is some resistance right here, and this is a good one to look at. Here is resistance right here. So let's say we got above this area here, 148, and get a buy signal like the previous buy signal that came in here. It's still going to struggle. It's got to get, price has got to get above this resistance here. So that's something always good to watch, okay? That yes, you might get a buy signal in here, but it might not be strong enough to get past this resistance. So that buy
get you up
signal,
soon.
yeah, this buy signal might be risky. Now you could take that, you could take the buy signal and trade lightly, right? Trade lightly in hopes that it gets through this area, and then hopefully it gets past this area, you get into a reaccumulation phase, and then you could perhaps go a bit heavier for experienced traders. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah, but yeah, this is got some time, some ways to go. All right. All right. Anything else? Any other questions? Anything else you guys want to take a look at? All right. All right, guys. I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I hope you guys are ready for 2022. It should be a great year. All right. You guys are coming in to the new year, right, with the right mindset, with the right tools, right, and with the market looking healthy. Okay, so I am hoping that you guys make a ton of money, right? But most importantly, that you guys really get the knowledge, the skills to make this work for you. Okay, so I wish everyone a happy new year, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Okay.
Thank you, David. Happy New Year.
Thanks,
Happy
Dave.
New Year, guys.
New Year,
Thanks,
everybody.
David. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.